Greetings everyone, Prairie here. Welcome to the Demo Hub. Into this demo, we're gonna explore and demo a tool within the modern data space called Datorios. This is a space that's near and dear to my heart, the space of orchestration, the space of ETL, something that's near and dear to my heart. So jump in, we're gonna orient yourself around what Datorios is, what the team is working on, what they're doing, a look at the UI. Links to all of this will be in the description below if you want to go ahead and check out the website and or reach out to the team with any questions. This will be a starting point for that. That said, we're going to jump in. There is the option to book a demo, but we're going to start with a guided interactive demo. I'm a fan of organizations that are making this available, so you can just get an idea of what they're working on without a lot of friction. So here, just right off the bat, we're going to be putting this in the bucket of integration. So getting data from sources and feeding that into the warehouse, so the machine learning teams, the data engineering teams, or the AI teams can take advantage of that data. You could be getting IoT data or data coming through S3 buckets and feeding that into your Snowflake data warehouse to be used for activation downstream. That said, once we log into Datorios, following through this demo, we're going to begin. It gives you the options to connect to your sources. This is something that people tend to do a lot. You have data coming in into S3 buckets. S3 is not an enterprise data warehouse. You want that data into your enterprise data warehouse. So there is an option to connect here to the S3 bucket, authenticate, specify your bucket and what file you want with the prefix. The next piece is putting in filters. So maybe not all the files from S3 is what you want in your data warehouse. So put in a filter and choose the grain of the data that should be brought in. Now, once we brought that in, or specify what level at which the data should be brought. So maybe data in the Americas should come in, but data in Europe, for the sake of GDPR, it shouldn't come in. You're gonna filter all of that here. Now, next piece is adding mapping. So this is something in the ETL space is very common. So you have attributes coming in one way. Attributes have a particular name, and you want to map that, and you want to do your transformations. This is where you're going to be doing that. So this is the source side of it, and this is the target. In between, this is where some work is happening. There is address, city, phone number, email, and the like. So, and the output, we want to take out the mail and to split out that mail. Here, there is a function to split out the email, and it's going to take the email and break it out by the @ symbol. So we might care just for the domain of that email as opposed to the username or anything else. So we want to see, are the users coming from at gmail.com or at outlook.com or at microsoft.com. So you might want to figure that out, and this gives you that functions to do it in a low-code type experience. Now, once you've split that out, so source tree has 9 elements, the output tree has all the elements in addition to the emails that has been split out, and you can edit those functions as well. Once you have that split out, that transformation all taken care of, we can go ahead and send this through a machine learning model. If you have different machine learning models that would be leveraging this data, you can now split them and distribute them to the machine learning model. Here, there is a conditioner to split this out to different machine learning models based on different predicates. If certain conditions are met, we go to this branch. If other conditions are met, this branch is where it goes to. Now we have those 2 branches coming out, and if within those branches, further mapping could be done. So if we take a look at this, you can do some more transformations above or some more transformations in this mapper, similar to what was done in here. This particular transformation, the one that goes to the top, simply persists that to an S3 bucket. The lower transformations puts that into Snowflake. So if we take a look at the mapper, again, there is the before, which is the source. There is the after, which is the target. Here, 9 elements are coming in, and we've split out the mail, which we did before. There is a pizza and then the name of the domain, and this is what comes into that mapper. So right now, data going into S3 and data going into Snowflake, and this is a pipeline that could be orchestrated and running. This is a fascinating space. This reminds me of Fivetran. It reminds me of what Talent is doing with the Talent data cloud for ingestion, Matillion. This is a very active space for companies that can connect to sources and syndicate data down into target. Here at the source, here are the targets, and in between is where the fun happens. And Datorios is playing in this space. It's a little bit newer. I'm sure there is some testing and vetting to do there. I haven't seen them as much, but what we do here is to keep an eye on these tools, to highlight them. So if you're looking for modern data tools, you definitely have an option to use. So Datorios is a SaaS application that helps teams orchestrate and move data in a low code, I would say, drag and drop, and a little bit of a code type experience. Someone who doesn't write code could potentially do this. Very different than if you had to go into Python and do stuff from there. So I would call this a low code type experience. I know that definition is different for different people you talk to. Before we wrap up the demo, let's check out the pricing. There is a free tier here. There is a basic grow as you go. So utility consumption based pricing. I'm guessing the more data you bring in, the more you pay. Most organizations are going down this route. So very fascinating. Let's look at the company. These are the founders. Usually the founding team does speaks volume of what they are capable of. So Renan Koman and a few others here are the founders. And on their LinkedIn, they are based in Palo Alto, California, ETL like no other. So fascinating to check out. The total number of employees is definitely growing. I'm guessing they are very well capitalized to take on this challenge of ETL. Again, links to all of this will be in the description below. Reach out to Datorios if this is fascinating to you. If you want to know more about the pricing or get a more tailored demo than what we've done here. This has been Fru with Demo Hub. Thanks for watching to the end, and I'll see you in our next demo.